Gonna take the truck out for Christmas. I don't know why. Just 'cause, right? Whatever. And I couldn't build air pressure past 90. I guess I couldn't build air pressure past 90 in the auxiliary. I get the primary up to 120. But regardless, big air leak somewhere, right? So I get down in, kill it, and I can just hear it hissing inside this wheel. And it's, I think it's a bad air diaphragm. So I pull that out, and well, certainly, it doesn't look good. It's got all this nasty corrosion crap around the outside edge. I can't find a leak in it. But that can't be. I'm just going to assume that there's some spot that I can't actually see in there. It's got a lot of so I'm going to have to clean this up. The manuals are pretty nondescript. I don't know if I need to put a little grease on that. I need to clean that, I guess. There's the big death spring, and it's properly caged, but yeah, I'm not going to point it at me. I'm going to point it somewhere else. But that's where we sit. If Napa has one of these in stock, and they should, and it's probably about $4. If they have one of these in stock, then we drive for Christmas. If they don't, then we don't. And I got this inner diaphragm here, but I was studying up on my air brakes again, and as far as I understand, that's not under pressure unless the pedal is down, right? Anyways, pedal up, parking brake off. This one. This one was the bad boy right here. Well, I just learned from Napa that they got to bring them in from Spokane, so it'll be obviously after Christmas. This is gonna, we'll see if this shoots down any chance of taking the truck. I think this is leaking around here, this corrosion, so I'm gonna try scraping that off on both sides and cleaning up the cans themselves and see if it seals. I got 2 outers, 2 spring brakes, 2 service brake chambers coming. There's the Napa part numbers in case you wanted to know. Napa is the number 12 and number 16, and the MBI DP12 and then the DP16. So I guess I don't share these with the local logging trucks. I thought I shared them with the local logging trucks. Must be different somehow. So we're going to give it a shot. If nothing else, I can still build air pressure to 90, which is enough to back it out of where it is right here and get it put away. Obviously not drive it, but if I could just get it put away, that would be nice too, as opposed to having it sitting here in the middle of the driveway. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've cleaned it all up and polished it, and then I've put a little bit of just axle grease on it. And I know that's not normal, and I have no idea what it will do to it. I'm just trying to get this correct. I still think it's leaking around the edge, so I'm just trying to get it to seal long enough to build air pressure to put the truck away. So I got replacements coming, and I guess I don't really care if it destroys the rubber. I got replacement rubbers coming. I just need to move it. So that's what I've done. I've cleaned up both sides, and I'm about, which way does it go? Maybe it goes back in like that. I'm about to put it back together. Give her a shot. When it comes to uncaging, I've been lectured so many times about how these things will kill you. So my recommendation is to do it with an open end wrench and then be behind the unit so that it can't hit you directly if it comes loose. That's my advice. And just know that that son of a bitch right there is proper dangerous. So you really need to know how to cage, and I'm not going to teach you because I don't want to be liable. So that right there is proper dangerous. Oh, alright, so put the rubber plug back in. We're good to go. In case you're ever curious, that's a 3/4. You drive your truck around without carrying a whole lot of tools, that's fine. It's your call. But you should really buy a special 3/4 inch wrench that you just tie somewhere, because, well, you can't cage the brakes without it. Let's put the plug in. I got the truck plugged in itself, so yeah, we should be good to try to start. Alright, here we go. Battery on. We have voltage. Wait for the ABS test light to go out. Ooh. And we got smoke coming out from under the dash. Isn't that frickin' lovely? Let's find out what that is. Alright, that was this line right here. You can see where it melted the electrical tape off. Going back into the harness. My gut tells me it's because that cable there. Oh, well, hell. Look at that. God, I'm a dumb shit sometimes. Yeah. Your cables should be tight. Not having tight cables can cause all sorts of things to go wrong. So basically what the motor tried to do was start off of that little wire right there, which I can tell you right now, it just ain't enough. So, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that, and by golly, we're going to give this another try. I wonder if solenoid cables are loose. No, those appear to be tight. Look at that thing. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that son of a bitch is finger tight. Looks like it's maybe 3/4, so I'm gonna go get a socket, reef down on it. Okay, now that's tight. Now let's see if it starts. Then we'll see if it builds air pressure. Then we can find out if I can put it away. This is just getting more and more exciting every time I turn around. Alright, here we go for start. Battery on. Still have voltage, though it's down. I don't think my batteries are much good. Truck on. Wait for test light. Well, that was a much happier girl. That, by the way, is the joy of a block heater. Come on, oil pressure. There we go. That is the joy of a block heater. Look at that hose vibrate. It's probably because we're turning over so slowly. Old mechanics told me this motor has a tendency to let push rods slip out of place if you rev them when they're cold like this, so I just let her do her thing at idle until it warms up. I hate to see that though. Anytime something shakes like that, you're asking for metal fatigue. I don't hear anything in here. I think that licked it. At least licked it enough I can get her out of here. I suspect, given the condition of that brake can, that I need to buy all new rubber for all of them. Parking and service. Or I want to hear my bleed-offs fire. God, look how slow it's climbing. Shit. Something else is wrong. Dang it. You know, it's got the worst of everything. You got trucks you don't drive almost every day, and then you got the cold on the air brake system. And the combination of the two just makes for these little problems all the time. Well, I actuated the service brakes a half dozen times. And other than number 4 here, was still hissing just a little. It's pretty quiet back here. Oh, wait a minute. Well, most definitely I'm gonna have to go through and replace all the rubbers. I can move it. Must have been right about this one leaking with the corrosion, because it's not leaking at all anymore. So there's a win, I guess. Another one leaking. They definitely are not a toy that you park and play. That's for sure.